I've got something for you. I know this is your favourite.
It is indeed. Thank you. What actually happened to you in Scallis? I mean, during the attack and... well, you know.
That's a long story. Not a very cheerful one. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
I do.
All right, then. It was a day like any other. Another ordinary day in my ordinary life. I awoke at first light, before the others. I like those kind of mornings best. When the first rays of sunshine quickly drive away the nighttime cold.
Hello, you. Come here.
And the breeze carries the scent of dew-covered grass and the bloom of spring.
Aren't you a nice boy?
I wanted to get my chores done before the rest of the household was up. And this morning seemed made for that very purpose. Right, better get to work. I have to feed the hens, weed the garden, feed Tinker. I'd better get it all done before Papa is up. I must bring Tinker a piece of meat. That'll be a nice treat.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Here, chickie, chickie, chickie. Here you are, girls. Fill your beaks. What do you need, Papa?
Where have you been slacking off? The garden's not weeded. I told you yesterday to do it. Do I have to do everything myself at my age?
Sorry. I was outside and I forgot myself somehow.
And what were you doing outside at that time of the morning? Now, don't tell me. Enough of your nonsense. Better run to the forge and get those nails. They ought to be ready by now. Here, take this coin and run along.
All right, Papa.
And before you go, wake Samuel. The boy's still lying in bed and he should be at the mine already. You ought to follow Stibor's example. The pair of you. I don't have to push him to go to work. Well, at least you're not as bad as that good-for-nothing Zbyszek. The lazy wretch. A helper like that isn't worth a damn. If it weren't for his father, God rest his soul, I'd have thrown him out on his ear long ago.
Aye, he's an idler, that one. And he'd hardly give you the time of day, never mind a kind word.
God will reward him in kind one day. Mark my words. You could tell him to get his ass to work, too.
Right. Go for nails, send Samuel and Zbyszek to work. If it's at all possible.
Aye, just so. Oh, and Theresa, once you've done all your chores for the day, I've a little surprise for you.
Really? Now you've got me curious, Pa. I'll be on my way then. Sammy, get up. It's broad daylight and the birds are singing.
Yeah, I'm up.
Have a bite to eat before going to the mine.
All right, Ma. You don't have to treat me like a child. Looks like it'll be nice today, eh? I could go to the pond fishing.
But you have to go to work.
I know. But maybe I can slip off after lunch.
There'll be no slipping off. You know very well Nemoy has been complaining about you.
What about dropping that pail on Tonda's head? It was an accident.
Not the first accident you've had, though, was it?
Well, there you go then. If I leave early, nothing'll happen to anyone. And you can cook the fish for lunch tomorrow.
You silly sod. All you ever do at the pond is lie around. The only thing you'll catch is more trouble from the mine master when he finds out. Well, if you're not a child, you can sort it out yourself with Nemoy.
Don't I always?
Pa says you're idle, and if you carry on like that, he'll throw you out.
Why would he do that? Then he'd be left only with Stibor, and Stibor's not going to break his back working either.
Listen, Zbyszek. Pa's not happy with you, and if he says you're idling, you'd better make a bit of effort. I'm only telling you for your own good. You wouldn't want to lose your job now, would you?
You lot are always going on about work as if it was a blessing from heaven. All right. I'll get to work. Anything for a bit of peace.
That's more like it. You'll see it doesn't hurt.
Say something different. How would you know when you can only listen to what you're told like a sheep?
It's enough for ordinary people to listen, and they're fine. But you and your ilk make only trouble. Someone ought to put paid to you, and we'd have peace at last.
Like I say, you're like a wretched sheep that will go where it's told, even to the slaughter. And of God and the world you know nothing.
When has reading ever filled anyone's belly, eh? I feed a whole family with these two hands, while yours are only good for pulling your own cock. You lazy wretch. You're full of talk, and yet you haven't 2 groschen to rub together.
You should talk. All you have is what falls from your master's table.
Ha! Look at you, thin as a rake from never having a decent meal, and still bloated from nothing but pride. At least I can really
Herbs, fresh or dried. They'll help with every pain and ailment. Good day, Theresa.
No sign of the blacksmith. Where can he be?
God's blessings.
Father sent me to pick up nails, but there's no one at the fort.
Aye, sorry, lass. Martin had to go to the castle to talk to Sir Radzig. He's to forge a sword for his lordship.
Oh, I see. And has he made the nails for Pa?
I'm afraid he hasn't had time on account of that sword. But if you come tomorrow, he'll surely have them for you. I'll remind him this evening.
All right, I'll stop by tomorrow.
Do that, dear. Oh, and by the way, the girls were looking for you.
Which girls?
Bianca and Johanka. You should stop by and see them before you go home. You girls must be plotting something.
What was it about?
They didn't say, but it seemed important. Which probably means boys, I suppose, eh?
There's no harm in that, is there, good wife? You were young yourself once and went dancing with boys.
Oh, so I'm an old woman now, am I?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I'm only teasing you, girl. Dancing is just what you young ones should be doing. Make the most of it while you can. Before you know it, your pa will find you a husband, and you'll have a pack of children to take care of.
Let's hope it's not too soon. Thanks for letting me know. I'll stop by tomorrow for those nails then.
Not at all. Oh, and another thing, Theresa. Have you seen Henry around anywhere? If he helped his father out more at the forge, there'd be no shortage of nails.
I haven't seen him at all.
No doubt he's at that swordplay with that so-called combat master again. If he could wield a hammer half as good as a wooden sword, there'd be no shortage of nails.
God be with you, Theresa.
God save you, Tess.
Bianca, How come you're up so bright and early?
Papa has me running around from dawn till dusk. You know how it is.
Indeed I do.
I'm glad you're here, Tess. You've got to help me with something. But first, can you go and see Henry for me? He's at the sheepfold by the stockade, as usual.
Oh? Playing around with wooden swords again?
Aye. He's getting ready for the life of a mighty warrior.
Well, at least we know he'll be able to protect you from outlaws with wooden swords.
Oh well, boys and their games. Listen, would you bring him a beer from me?
But why don't you bring it yourself?
If Pa saw me running after Henry, he'd tan my hide. But I can't leave him dry in this heat.
All right, I'll bring the beer to him.
Thanks. And don't forget to tell him it's from me.
Everyone knows all the beer in Skalitz is from you and your pa.
You know what I mean. And listen, Tess. Once you've given him the beer, come back to me again. Meanwhile, I'll make an excuse to Pa. I need you to go somewhere with me. But I'll tell you all about it after. Run along before the beer gets warm. What the...
God be with you, Henry. Mind you don't get hurt.
Good day, Theresa.
I brought you a beer. I'd say you need it after a hard battle.
Ah, great. It's as hot as Pa's Forge out here today. That's very sweet of you to get me a beer.
Well, I saw you hopping around here in this heat, and I figured you'd work up quite a thirst.
Ah, you're right there. Thanks. That's very kind of you. I'll have to pay you back somehow.
I'll look forward to it. How come you're training on your own today? You're usually here with that vagabond. What's his name?
Vanyek. And he's not a vagabond. He's a wayfaring combat master.
Well, it looks like he's off wayfaring somewhere else today.
Yeah, more likely sleeping off last night's boozing. Actually, since I've no opponent today, wouldn't you like to have a go? I mean, a bit of swordplay. I could teach you.
Me? Swordplay?
Sure. Why not?
All right then. I accept your challenge, young sir, but I must warn you, I can swat a mouse with a broom with my eyes closed.
Yeah, I knew you had the heart of a warrior. Let's go then. Come on then. Show me what you're made of. Whoever is the first to hit the other 10 times is the victor.
What if I hurt you, though?
Ah, don't worry. I can handle it.
Don't go easy on me, Hal.
Ah, very good.
Henry! Really? Now that is hardly chivalrous behavior. Now, I shall have to fight for my honor. Take that, you scoundrel! Are you alright?
It's nothing, I'm fine.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Are you mad at me?
No, of course not. It's my own stupid fault.
Well, that'll teach you to go around slapping decent, God-fearing girls on the backside. Let me have a look at it.
No, it's only a scratch and a couple of splinters. And I didn't mean to... You know.
Show me that.
No, really, it's nothing.
You know how it is, Hal. He who lives by the sword.
Dies by the splinter, eh?
There now. By the way, you owe Bianca for that beer.
God safe. What can I do for you?
What else was it you wanted from me?
You brought that beer to Henry, then?
I did.
Uh-huh. And what did he say?
He said thanks. That's about it.
Huh. That's just like him. All right. But now I can tell you what I wanted. Fancy a walk in the woods?
Right now? You want to court me in the shade of the pines?
No. I need to pick herbs for distilling schnapps. Henry's favorite.
Henry's favorite. I see.
Yes. I'd like to give it to him tomorrow.
I might have known it'd be about Henry again.
Well, you know how it is, Tess. Don't worry. You'll find a fella one day.
That's easy to say when you work in a tavern where there are fellas swarming around you all day. All I see at the mill are sacks of flour.
What about Zbyszek?
Zbyszek? I'd rather settle for a sack of flour.
I suppose. Your pa would never let Zbyszek have you anyway. Not long ago, when he had a few too many, I heard him say how he was going to get you the richest husband for miles around.
Oh, Pa. I hope that was just the beer talking. What herbs do you need?
I've got almost everything, except belladonna. I know a clearing where the best plants grow.
Belladonna? But that's deadly poison.
It is, if you don't know what you're doing. But don't worry, I haven't poisoned anyone yet.
Why don't you go and pick it yourself?
Pa won't let me go on my own. They say a wolf was seen in the woods recently.
A wolf? Hereabouts?
So they say. But it was old Blaha who claimed to see it, and he's never sober. Still, I wouldn't want to go there alone.
Couldn't your brother go with you?
Adam? He'd shit himself if he saw a wolf. And besides, someone has to take care of the tavern. But he could lend us his bow. Good thinking, Tess.
Thanks? So, you're going to borrow a bow from Adam, and then you want me to go with you to pick belladonna in the woods?
Actually, it's not entirely that simple. Adam won't lend me his bow. The last time he did, I broke the string. You'll have to get it from him. Anyway, I don't know how to shoot. But Stibor taught you, didn't he?
Yeah, But that was a long time ago.
That doesn't matter. If the wolf sees a bow, he won't come near us. So will you go and ask Adam? You know he's always liked you. Just give him a wink and the bow is yours.
You might be able to do that with Henry, but me, well...
Come now. You're as pretty as any lass in the province. And once you've got the bow, meet me on the bridge by the lake, all right?
All right, I'll help you. But next time I want something from you, I don't want to hear any excuses about how you have to see Henry.
Deal. You're an angel, Tess.
Before the place fills up in the evening.
How are you?
I heard you're a really good archer. And that you've even got your own bow.
Yeah. I've got a bow. I made it myself. And I can hit the tree behind the tavern at 20 paces.
Good heavens, that's amazing. Would you lend me your bow for a while?
Lend my bow? To a girl? Well, I don't know, Theresa.
What's wrong? Are you afraid I'll get up to some mischief with it? I won't break it. Stibor taught me how to shoot, and he said I was pretty good.
Well,
God
he
be with you,
would,
Theresa.
wouldn't he? He's your brother. Shooting a bow takes skill and strength. You'd never even be able to draw it.
Hey, Adam. If you lend me a bow, I'll dance with you at the next celebration.
Oh? You would? Really? All right. Here's the bow then. And some arrows. Take it all.
Thank you so much, Adam.
What?
Theresa, I need to talk to you about...
Johanka, what's up?
I was asking around for you. There's something we have to talk about. Are you going to the dance this evening?
I'd like to go and have a look, if I have time for it. Why? Do you want to borrow my dress?
No, nothing like that. I've got a dress, but I don't want to end up dancing on my own, if you know what I mean.
You want me to find you a dancing partner?
No, not quite. I've already picked one.
Let me guess. Matthias?
I? Who else?
So, what's the problem? Just go and tell him. You've had your eye on him since the Harvest Festival. Surely you must have noticed by now.
He hasn't. I'm at a loss what to do.
So you'd like Matthias to take you to the dance, but you don't want to tell him?
That's right.
How in heaven's name do you want to do it then?
Easy. You're going to steal his lucky dice.
What? How is that supposed to help, for Christ's sake?
If you can get your hands on it without him noticing, he'll be looking everywhere for it. He'll be wandering around saying to himself, "Where did I put that damned dice?" And then I'll turn up.
God be with you, Matthias. You didn't by any chance lose your dice?
And he'll say,
"Aye, Johanka, I did. Where on earth did you find it?"
"Oh, I found it near the tavern. You know there's going to be a dance there this evening." And then he'll finally get the message.
"Oh, the dance? Yes. Johanka, wouldn't you like to go with me?"
"Of course. I'd love to go with you, Matthias. Thank you for asking." Then he'll take me by the hand, and he'll look... Never mind that. Well, that's how it's going to help. More or less.
You can't be serious. That will never work.
It will. Please, Tess. He loves that dice of his. He'll be overjoyed when I give it back to him.
Why don't you just steal the dice yourself?
And if he caught me doing it? You think he'd go dancing with me then? Except maybe to the bailiff. But you... Well, you're a miller's daughter and... Well, you know what they say.
Right. We're all a pack of thieves. I might have known. All right, then. I'll help you.
Thank you, Tess. Bring the dice to me as soon as you have it.
Hang on, though. How am I supposed to find it?
He was saying at the tavern yesterday that he keeps it in his trunk when he's not going to play. Go and see Fritz first. I heard he's always got some lockpicks, whatever he wants them for. Anyway, no doubt he can show you how to use one.
Me? Pick locks? Johanka, aren't you going a bit too far?
Well, then, maybe you can get hold of his key somehow. But whatever you do, don't get caught. And not a word to Matthias, for the love of God.
Herbs, fresh or...
My God, what happened to you?
Tell me, Matthias, what do you think of Johanka?
Johanka? Yeah, she's a nice girl. She helped the lads and me out of a few scrapes. Actually, she's always been good to us. Why do you ask?
Johanka's a very nice girl, all right. Wouldn't you like to go and have a beer with her?
Beer? You know Johanka doesn't drink. I don't know what you're up to, but I'm not interested.
Make sure you ask her to that dance. Otherwise, I'll tell everyone... I saw you kissing Fritz in the barn.
Oh, yeah? The fellas put you up to this, didn't they? Let's make a fool out of Matthias. He'll go to Johanka like an idiot, and she'll send him off with his tail between his legs. Ha ha.
I was just curious, that's all.
All fresh and prepared. Theresa, glad to see you.
How are you?
Listen, Fritz, I hear you know something about opening locks without a key.
Sure. All you have to do is charge at the door. Shoulder first.
I don't want to break down a door. I want to pick a lock.
Ah, you want a lockpick then?
Shh, not so loud.
Well, I can give you some. But you know what they say.
Not even a pig grunts for free.
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Who says that?
Mostly me. And everyone thinks it's fucking clever, so bugger off.
What's new, Fritz?
I don't know. Oh, actually, I do know. There's going to be a dance this evening. Are you going?
Maybe. I've got a lot to do still.
They say it's going to carry on tomorrow too. And they'll be roasting a pig. Can't miss that.
So I heard. I wonder how come Sir Radzig allowed it.
No, it wasn't his lordship's idea. It was Master Faithfar's.
Master Tobias? Why would he do that?
I don't know. Maybe he just wants to show off his wealth. I'd have roast pig and dancing every evening if I had his coin.
How are you?
How are things, Matthew?
Theresa? It's unusual to see you here. Come to see the eighth wonder of the world, have you?
What would that be now?
Fritz, working. Well, that's a sight you don't see every day.
I'd say that's the pot calling the kettle black. You don't look too busy yourself.
Why overdo it? Jesus was a carpenter too, but how many beams do you think he made, eh?
Matthew, that's blasphemy.
No, it's only a harmless joke. You don't have to look at me like the parish priest did at Kunesh, when he spewed over his pew.
Ugh, don't even remind me. Well, I'd better be going. Work to do, you know.
Don't overdo it now.
That's a good boy. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this. Hey, Fritz, how about giving me a couple of lockpicks for free, eh? After all, we've known each other since we were little.
Alright, but just this time. If you break them, don't expect to get more for free.
Just two?
You said a couple, didn't you?
They'll help with every pain and ailment.
Listen, Matthias. Fritz and Matthew have been looking for you. It seemed very important. You should hurry.
Really? That's funny. I can't imagine what it's about, but if it's as urgent as you think, I'd better go and see what's up.
Who are you? Good day, Theresa.
What the hell was that?
What was that?
What's the matter with you? What was that? Are you looking for me?
Herbs, fresh or dried. They'll help with every pain and ailment.
Who's there? Answer me.
Hey!
Is something the matter?
Huh. I got myself all worked up. It's only-
Healing herbs, ointments, all freshly prepared.
Good health to you. God bless. What can I help you with?
About Matthias.
Yes? Tell me everything.
I've brought you his dice.
I knew you'd do it. Thanks. This is great. I'll bring it to him. Keep your fingers crossed for me.
Come right up, good people. Herbs for your kitchen, as well as health-giving decoctions. How are you, Theresa? Come right up, good people. Herbs for your kitchen, as well as health-giving decoctions. Come right up,
God be
good
with you,
people.
Matthias.
Herbs for your
Listen,
kitchen, as
I
well as
found this
health-giving
dice.
decoctions.
I believe it's yours.
My dice? But how? I thought it was in my trunk.
No, I found it outside. It was lying on the ground by the tavern where the dance is going to be this evening.
That's odd. I could have sworn I put it away. Can I have it back?
People will be dancing all around there. They'd trample it into the ground for sure. It's a good thing I spotted it. Although, I don't suppose I'll be dancing this evening. No one's asked me.
I see. The dice? Please?
I'd put on a very pretty dress. And after the dance, I'd walk home with the boy who danced with me, if anyone asked me.
I'll take you, all right? And you'll give me my dice back.
Really? You'd take me?
Yeah,
All right. Thanks. I'll see you this evening.
right. Sure.
God be with you,
What about
Theresa.
my dice?
Come right up, good people. Herbs for your kitchen, as well as health-giving decoctions.
That's a good boy. That's my boy.
Well, I never. Hey, Fritz and Matthew didn't want me at all. What the hell are you playing at?
They're just fooling with you, I suppose. You know what they're like.
Someone's trying to make a fool out of me, all right.
hour of my death, call me, and bid me come unto thee, that I may praise thee with thy saints, for ever and ever. Amen.
Why are you praying here?
It was here that it happened. Me and my son Božek. We were carting tree trunks from the woods, but the wagon fell into a pothole. I told Božek to put branches under the wheels, so the oxen could haul it out. Once he had it done, I cracked the whip. The beasts pulled, and then there was a terrible crashing sound. I had the timber tied down as always, but the rope must have broken under the strain, and as the wagon jerked forward, the tree trunks began to roll out of the wagon, and Božek was beneath them.
Mother of God.
When we buried him, I agreed with the bailiff to erect a cross here. I made it myself, and now I come here to pray in Božek's memory.
When did it happen?
2 years ago. I've been coming here ever since.
Do you have any other family?
A wife and 2 children. My daughter doesn't live with us. She's married to the tailor in Ratai. My son helps me with my trade.
I'm very sorry. Next time I'm in church, I'll pray for Božek too.
That's kind of you. Thank you.
I'll leave you in peace. God be with you.
Greetings, Tess.
I've got the bow. We can get going.
Great. Come with me.
Look, you'll love...
Where are you going? Hey.
It's not so easy shooting down a nest. Give me a little time.
Come on,
Wills.
What about that nest, Tess? Or do you want to keep going? Quick before the magpie comes back.
I had a look in the nest.
Yeah? And what did you find there?
Not a thing. Just some magpie feathers.
Ah. I could have sworn that bird carried something there. Pity. Oh well. Let's keep going. I wonder what happened here. I saw it the last time, but no one reported anything in Scarlet's. Do you think they skidded off the road and something devoured them? Maybe. Maybe a wolf?
I thought you didn't believe in the wolf.
I don't. I didn't. Better keep going. Come on. Huh. We'll turn into the woods here and go uphill a bit. Follow me. It's a sweet little garden, isn't it? I never met anyone here. But it's always well kept. Probably some witch. Who else would keep a garden in the woods? It's a shame that witch doesn't grow belladonna, too. Did you hear that? We'd better keep going, all right? That.
Good fella. That's my boy.
We're nearly there. We'll go along the road. God! God save Theresa. This is the place. I'll start picking, and you keep a lookout.
Shouldn't I help you pick herbs too?
No, I'll manage fine on my own. I'd rather you kept your eyes peeled for that wolf.
What should I do if the wolf turns up, though?
You've got a bow, right? Don't think about it. Just shoot him. Besides, you've got Tinker. Although, I'm not sure he's any match for a wolf.
How long will it take you?
Just a short while. Don't worry. But while I'm at it, I'd like to pick enough to keep me going for a while. Just keep watch, and I'll tell you when I'm done.
All right, I'll keep watch. Just make it quick.
I'd better pick as much as I can carry. Mother of God! It's the wolf! Theresa! Do something! Chase that beast away!
thought those rumors about a wolf were just idle talk.
Idle talk, indeed. If I'd been alone, that beast would surely have devoured me.
Did you manage to pick enough herbs?
Yeah, I did. Fortunately, I'll brew plenty of that liquor. Enough for you, too, as a reward.
All right, thanks. Did anything happen to you?
No, I'm fine. Thank God. It's a good thing you came along.
That was a funny-looking wolf, don't you think? I reckon it was actually a wild dog.
Wolf or dog? It was a monstrous beast. Henry will never believe this.
What will you do now?
I'll go back to work at the tavern. There's been quite enough excitement for one day. Thanks for coming with me, Tess. And don't forget to come and see me tomorrow.
All right.
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
Is there someone here who'd compete with me in archery?
I'm sure someone can be found. First, I'll explain the rules to you. You shoot 7, 13, or 21 arrows, depending on who you're shooting against. The straw surround is worth 1 point, the white ring 2, and the bullseye 3. Whoever finishes shooting first gets 3 extra points. The round ends when everyone has finished shooting, and whoever has the most points wins. It's the custom to wager on it, to make it more interesting, see? The better the archers you shoot against, the higher the stakes.
All right, that seems straightforward.
Just one more thing. Don't leave while the contest is underway, and never aim or shoot at anything but the target. Otherwise, you're out. Got it?
Got it.
How good are you with a bow, so I can find you a suitable opponent?
I reckon I can take on the best.
Bold words. Well, we'll see. We'll see. The best archers shoot 21 arrows. Splendid! Here's some arrows for you, but you can use your own if you want. Meanwhile, I'll round up the competition. Everyone is in place. The contest can begin.
glad to see you.
Last arrow shot. Contest over.
Silver. Stealing the king's silver is a capital crime. You get the pyre for that.
Why do you keep going on about it? What's it got to do with me? I keep telling you, I don't know nothing about any silver. I'm a miller. Flour is what I know about. If someone's stealing silver from the mines, why don't you talk to the mintmaster about it?
Well, we did. He was the one that brought it up.
It's our job to ask everyone who lives nearby if they saw anything suspicious.
Then good luck with that. Because in case you haven't noticed, everyone around here lives near the mines.
Aye, but some live closer than others. And then there's also the fact that... how to put it?
We're asking you because, well, you're a miller, right?
Oh, I see. Since I'm a miller, I must be a crook. Is that it?
No, but you know what they say.
Aye. They say you lot can hardly find your own asses. Never mind a thief. You're keeping me from my work, young fellas. So if we're done here, farewell and good luck.
All right, Miller. If you should happen to hear anything, let us know.
I went for those nails, but the blacksmith is with Sir Radzik today.
All right, leave it till tomorrow then. No hurry. Right now, I need something else. Quick.
What's up?
The guards were here asking around. They said someone's been stealing silver from the mines. Can you go and tell Stibor? He went to check the fish trap below the bridge.
Why? What has Stibor got to do with stolen silver?
Look, just talk to him about it, all right?
But I'm asking you, Father. Don't tell me you don't trust your own daughter.
For heaven's sake, Theresa. I said talk to Stibor about it, so talk to Stibor. And hurry.
Pa sent me. The guards were here asking about silver going missing from the mines.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right. All right. Listen, Tess. I need your help.
Not so fast. First, tell me what the hell is going on.
All right. Look. How can I put it?
Spit it out. Otherwise, you're on your own.
All right. Pa came up with a nice little job. It's quite easy to sneak silver ore out of the mines, and he found this wealthy fella who offered to buy it. So, well, it does lead back to us. The missing silver is ours.
Merciful God!
I need your help, Theresa.
Sweet Jesus. You fellas haven't the sense you were born with. But family is family.
Thanks, Tess. I'm sorry to drag you into it, but I can't manage it on my own.
Where did you hide it?
That's the thing. It's at the bottom of a flooded shaft. Samuel was working there before.
You dragged Samuel into it too?
No. Samuel knows nothing about it.
So why don't you just go and get it?
I don't know how to get to it.
For heaven's sake, Stibor! Do you know where it is or not?
Yes, but you see, when I was carrying it out, they stopped me. I was standing on this wooden walkway and I dropped it over the edge so they wouldn't catch me with it. And now I don't know how to get to it. All I know is it made a splash when it fell.
And how are we supposed to find it? Go crawling through the whole mine?
No, I've got an idea. Samuel knows that area. He'll know how to get to the shaft.
Oh no, Stibor, forget it. You're not going to drag Samuel into your dangerous games.
Christ, no. What do you take me for? All he has to do is draw a map, and we'll do the rest.
Wait, I want to ask you something. How did you get mixed up in this?
Not long ago, I saw Pa hauling a sack of silver ore. I kept asking about it, and in the end he had to tell me what was going on.
God almighty, the king's silver? If you have to steal, couldn't you take something that wouldn't cost you your lives as well as your souls?
Around here? Like what? Cabbages?
Why are you doing it? You're not going to mint your own coin, surely?
Of course not. We just sell it to someone, but Pa deals with that. I don't know much about it.
Why are you helping him?
Well, he always gives me some of the money he makes from it.
Money won't be much use to either of you on the pyre. Where do you take the silver?
Pa takes care of that. Someone comes to pick it up.
Who does?
Some slimy kind of fella. I don't know what his name is. He serves some lord, but I don't even think Pa knows who that is.
That's all I want to know for now. Are you sure it's the same shaft where Samuel was working?
Definitely. There's no other flooded shaft in the mine. Remember when everyone was talking about how they hit a spring and had to abandon it?
All right, Stibor. I'll go to Samuel and get the map from him. Have you got something I can give him to draw it with?
Here. Give him this. And try to get it from him without giving the game away. Otherwise Pa will have a fit if he finds out.
I'll do what I can. Where is Sammy now?
Where do you think? I saw him heading for the fish pond as usual to avoid work. Once you have it, come and meet me at Wenceslas Corridor on the hill. I'll be waiting there.
God save you, Tess.
I don't know you, unless my memory deceives me. Where are you from, and what are you doing here?
Have you not noticed? I'm saving lives. I came from far away Sasau to avert great misfortune.
My God. What misfortune?
All the misfortune of the world, my dear. For misfortune walks not over mountains, but over men. I have artifacts that will avert mine cave-ins, swarms of locusts, bloody rain, and flaming swords. Not to mention, say, unhappy love, perhaps.
Do they really work?
Have you ever seen bloody rain?
No, I haven't.
There, you see. I have remedies for all woes, and an answer for everything.
Maybe that kind of talk might invoke those woes.
Have you ever heard it said that no one can be a prophet in his own land?
Yes. What's that got to do with anything?
Well, here am I, far from my own land.
What are these peculiar goods you're selling here?
Things that bring good luck. Or bad, if that's what's needed. What are you after? No, wait, don't tell me. I know just what your heart desires. I have here an amulet that will ensure your safety and your whole family's forever. Girls like you are always keen to have one.
Really? An amulet can do that?
Most assuredly. But unfortunately I just sold the last one. However, I do have something even better.
What is it?
A map. Have you heard of the Scarlet's treasure?
Scarlet's treasure? No.
My dear child, you ought to ask your parents about it. Everyone knows about the Scarlet's treasure. But no one knows that I have a map to it.
Then why don't you dig it up yourself?
Me? A spiritual man? Please, I have no interest in worldly wealth. But you can have it for only a few groschen.
If it leads to treasure, as you say, how could I refuse?
Here you have it. Happy hunting. Relics of the rarest kind.
God be with you.
Sammy, I need something from you.
Oh, Tess, I just got ready for fishing.
Don't worry. You don't have to go anywhere. Remember that mine shaft where you used to work before it got flooded?
Yeah, it was a deep one. We went down that morning, and we were up to our knees in water. Master Fayfar said that always happens when you dig deeper than the drainage had it. We dug a well to slow it down, but even that wasn't enough.
Do you think you could draw me a map of the way there?
Why? What on earth would you want that for?
Stibor dropped something there.
Drop something? What?
Never mind. You really don't want to know.
Hang on. You want me to draw you a map to a mine shaft that's off limits, and I'm not supposed to ask any questions? Not a chance!
You'll just have to trust me, Sammy. It's very important. It's a family problem.
I might have known it'd be some Miller intrigue again. It's no wonder the folks say the things they do about us. Give me that and I'll draw it for you. I don't even want to know any more about it.
Thanks. I'll run to him with it right away.
Have you been to see Samuel?
I got that map from Samuel. What now?
Great! Well,
First, we've got to get into the mine. That fool Nimoy is keeping watch. It'd be best if we split up. I'll get rid of him, and you can sneak in.
I want to ask you something. Why do I have to go inside? Why don't you do it?
Well, remember when we used to play hide and seek?
Yeah? You could never find me.
And you always found me immediately, because I was useless at hiding.
Yeah. You always had something sticking out.
Exactly.
You're right. Best if I do it.
For sure. There won't be many people inside now. Most of the lads will be outside eating. But even so, watch out.
Tell me again where I can find that sack.
It's somewhere in that flooded shaft. It's a good thing I was on that walkway when they stopped me. Otherwise I'd have had nowhere to drop it. Only now, you have to get down there.
Who caught you? And how did you get out of it?
The miners, of course. I told him I was looking for Samuel, but I still got a hard time from the guards for being there at all.
That's all. All right. Let's get it over with then.
Once I get rid of him, you sneak inside past the bushes. And take a torch with you. It's as black as pitch in there. Just make sure no one sees you, though. Good luck, Tess. Hey, Nimoy, you rogue!
What do you want, Miller's boy? Looking for that clumsy brother of yours?
What's he done now?
He knocked one of the supports and nearly brought the whole shaft down. And then he tried to put the pickaxe through his foot.
Hang on, though. If the shafts are that easy to knock, that's bad carpentry, ain't it? It's Fritz and Matthew who are to blame.
You came here to tell me how to do my job?
No, not at all. I've got a nice little deal for you.
Right. I know you Millers and your nice little deals.
Dancing's not for me. I'll go for the booze, but you won't get me prancing around like a buffoon. Oh, he sort of had that trouble. Bring it on. You call that combat?
You're not going anywhere armed. Leave your weapon on the ground and get lost.
Very well. Here! Who's that? I'm going to enjoy this. You'll get what you want.
My, that's a hell of a drop. Better be careful. Oh, that's cold. But this must be the place Stibor was talking about. Now to find that wooden walkway. I wouldn't want to get lost in here. The walkway. The sack must be here somewhere.
I'm glad.
Hey! Hey, you! Don't move a muscle! Surrender! You're under arrest for breaking the law. All that
I found the silver in the mine.
Not so loud. Oh, good work, lass. Leave it here, and I'll take care of everything. Thanks.
I'd like to say I'm glad to be of help, but I'm not, Pa. It could have ended badly for everyone. Very, very badly.
Tess, you know I only want the best for all of you, don't you?
The best for us? How long do you think you can get away with this? Do you think your luck will hold out forever? If they'd caught me with that silver, we'd all burn on the pyre together.
Don't say that, Tess.
I haven't finished. What would happen then, Father? Samuel would be left alone in the world? Or he'd be executed too? God forbid.
Do you think that never occurred to me? There's not a day goes by I don't think of it. Do you all want to spend the rest of your lives breaking your backs in the mill just to have enough to eat? Your mother wouldn't have wanted it for you either.
Pa.
You're right. Sorry. I promise we'll be more careful.
That will have to do me, I suppose. What about that surprise you promised me this morning?
Well, I won't keep you in suspense any longer. Besides, you deserve it, after helping us with that silver. So, I had a dress made for you in Rattay. A very fine dress indeed. You'll be the prettiest lass in the village.
A new dress, Pa. But I don't understand. Why?
Well, you know, you're not a little girl anymore. You're a young woman now, mature and clever. Cleverer than me, for sure. You surely don't want to live here at the mill forever. Samuel's able to take care of himself, and after all that's happened, you don't want to end up with the kind of life me and Steebor have.
What is it, Pa? Why did you buy me that dress?
Look, Theresa, you're old enough to be married. It's about time we did something about it.
No, Pa, no way. I'm not going to get married yet. But I'd like to see that dress, though.
Look here, Tess. I found you a suitor. He likes you a lot, and he's a gentleman of good standing.
What? And you didn't even ask me about it?
I didn't want to bother you with it until it was arranged.
So it's all arranged now? Behind my back? You arrange a wedding for me and I don't even know who I'm supposed to marry? You can't be serious.
Theresa, Tess.
And are you going to tell me who it is? Or will I find out at the altar?
Don't worry. He's a decent man, a nice man. He's even close to the nobility. And he's rich. He'll take care of you. There's going to be a fete at the tavern this evening. Sir Radzig gave permission for a pig roast, and...
Who is it?
You can just have a chat, dance a little, and who knows? You might like him.
Are you going to tell me who it is?
It's Chief Engineer Tobias.
Tobias Fafar?
Aye, that's right.
Are you pulling my... What are you thinking of, Father? Fafar has one foot in the grave.
Oh, come now.
Why didn't you ask me? You couldn't simply let me know what you were planning?
Theresa, listen.
It's all, Theresa do this, Theresa go and cook, Theresa clean up, and now, for good measure, Theresa go and marry an old fossil. Does nobody care what I want?
Well, of course we care. And you're right. I should have told you.
You're damned right you should.
Good God, I never thought you'd make such a fuss about it. It's the way things are done. Try and see it from my point of view. Tobias Fafar is a very well-to-do suitor. You'll find none better in Scullets. Listen, we can talk it over, but the decision is mine to make. You've got to think of your future, Theresa. Master Fafar is a respected man, and that respect will extend to his wife and children too.
Children?
For heaven's sake, lass, don't be so naive. You were born a girl, and raising a family is what God made you for. Unless you'd prefer the convent. Go to the tavern this evening and let Master Fafar spend a nice pile of groschen on you. You'll have a great time, you'll see.
Show me that dress, then.
It's in the trunk here under the window. Once you've done all your chores, get dressed up and off you go.
All right, Theresa. Time to grow up, put on that lovely dress, and go and meet your groom. Well, there's no point in dragging it out. Pa will tan my hide for not going to that dance. Oh well, I'd better see him and face the music.
We had some trouble with the guards.
What? Are they on to us?
No. We managed to hide everything before they got to us. They were just feeling us out.
Good. The coin is
Look what I've got.
stashed, as
You'll
always.
love this.
The chief sends you his regards. Farewell.
Here, chickie, chickie, chickie. Here you are, girls. Fill your beaks.
Just you wait, Fritz. You'll get what's coming.
Mother of God, what happened to you?
What do you think? I was attacked, that's what. By that whoreson Henry.
God in heaven, like little boys. You're nicely bruised.
Do something about it. I'm bleeding.
Show me that. Whoa there, laddie. If you want something from me, ask politely. I'm not your servant.
Will you bandage it for me? Please.
With your attitude, you'd better learn to heal yourself. I've half a mind to slap you. And you can start right now. I've better things to do than nursing the likes of you.
You're a real Christian. Thanks a lot.
Where did you get to yesterday? Master Faithful was here. He said he waited all evening and you didn't show up.
I didn't go, no.
Well, that much I figured out.
Have you any idea how I felt? With some old man waiting there who I hardly know, who wants to marry me?
It's the way of the world, Theresa. Faithful is a wealthy man. He'd take good care of you.
And in a year or two I'd be a rich widow? Is that what it's all about? Don't you care at all what I want? Everything isn't about money, Father. You ought to know that yourself. Would you rather have money or have Ma back again?
Enough! You will not speak like that to your father. You'll go there today if I have to drag you. Master Faithful is paying for the whole tavern for 2 days, and you don't even show your face there. The shame of it. One day you'll realize I only want the best for you.
But...
And now enough of your defiance. I don't want to hear another word. Now go to the blacksmith for those nails. Right away.
What's that? Don't move a finger!
All right.
Surrender! Enough! You know... You'll pay a fine, or I'll take you to your father and he'll sort you out. Don't imagine the law doesn't apply to you.
if that's how it has to be, I'll pay.
That's that then. Everything is sorted out. Just don't do that again.
Always in the evening, while there's still a bit of light, she sits down and gets on with it. And she's quite deft at it by now.
I'm not surprised.
God be with you,
Betty
Theresa.
was always good
As
with
well
her
as
hands.
health-giving decoctions.
Anyway, I showed a couple of pieces she made last time to old
Greetings.
What's new with you?
Well, I went to see Pavlena's father to ask for her hand. He hummed and hawed for a bit, but in the end he gave his blessing. He didn't offer much of a dowry, but I don't care. The main thing is I can finally be with my Pavlena. We'll be wed in the summer.
That's great. I wish you happiness.
God bless. What can I help you with?
What's new in the village?
There's to be a dance this evening. Again. Can we not find some other way to enjoy ourselves for a change? Harvest Festival, Pentecost Festival, dances, church, and dances again.
What else would we do for fun?
I heard they have combat tournaments in Rattay sometimes. The men put on shining armour and folk can watch them battering each other. That must be lovely to watch. Why can't we have something like that once in a while? After all, Sir Radzik is the royal hetman.
But for a tournament, you need knights. We don't have enough here in Skalitz.
Ah, but Sir Hanish's tourney in Rattay is even for commoners. Even our fellas could enrol there.
Oh my god, don't say that too loud. I can just imagine how my brothers would be tripping over each other to enroll.
They wouldn't be the only ones, would they? How about that Henry? He's always waving that wooden sword around like you'd think he was getting ready to go on crusade. But there's an interesting thought now. Which of our fellas do you think would win?
Henry would win for sure. He's always practicing with that wooden sword, like you say. And besides, he's a blacksmith's son. They're always strong from hammering iron all day.
Do you think so? Don't say anything, but I think that Henry's a bit of a fool. And he doesn't overwork himself at that forge.
Anyway, enough about tourneys. I must be on my way. Take care.
How are you, Theresa?
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Theresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
What about those nails, Henry?
Here you are.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering. Will you be going to the dance this evening? I hear you had a disagreement with Zbyszek and Deutsch.
A little. Sorry, it got a bit out of hand.
No need to apologise. I hope that idiot Zbyszek got what he had coming. I can't stand him.
Well, I thought, since he's from the mill too...
Well, you thought wrong. He's a pig. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Červená se jablíčko, zahrát se nám zdálo. Můj milej nic nevidí, na něj, že se smálo. Ztratilo se jablíčko v travičce vysokej. Můj milej ho nenajde, bude ho mít jinej. Rozběhlo se jablíčko ze stráně u řeky. Můj milej ho nechytí, uplave na věky.
Father! You swine!
What's happened?
Zbyszek! They're everywhere!
What?
They're killing everyone!
What?
Zbyszek, we have
Shit!
to... We have to...
Shit!
Elkaptam, gyertek segíteni!
Let go of me!
Gyertek!
Let go of me! No, let...
Ez az ember olyan, akár egy megazult kanccal.
Get off me!
Fogd rendesen!
You bastard! Please, stop, no, stop!
Picsába,
Stop.
nyisd ki a kurvát!
Leave me alone!
Franc! A faszom döpjen beléd, vagy valami hegyesebbre? Megfogjad! A faszba, László! Te siket kretén! Egy lány van ott bent! Nyisd ki!
Samuel. Oh my God, I hope he's safe. I've got to find him.
Mi a szar volt az?
God have mercy. I'll never make it past them. I hope Sammy's found somewhere to hide. I'll have to try a different entrance. Sakra! There's no way through here. I'll have to find another way.
igen, vad gör du, Ben?
Ragazzi, chi è?
Theresa? Oh.
He's still breathing. You piece of shit. Okay, lad on. Oh, I told you to fucking die! Theresa! Oh, thank Christ you made it. What about your pa and Steeble? Oh.
Have you seen Samuel?
Yes, he's inside. But listen, Theresa. They cut him up real bad.
We'll
and...
take you to him. It ain't safe out there.
Fritz, go and tell the others. We'll set off in a while, as soon as the sun sets.
We should barricade the passage behind us, in case any of those fuckers follow us.
Yeah, do that. Theresa, Samuel's lying over there.
First, I want to ask you about something. What happened to Samuel?
I'm not sure. I wasn't there when it happened. But he must have been here in the mine when they came in. He's lucky he got out of it alive.
Yeah, the others weren't so lucky.
How many of you are here?
A dozen or more. We ran to the mines when all hell broke loose.
We've been waiting here since then, for the right moment to escape.
What happens next?
We'll wait for nightfall and then creep out. Let's hope those devils will be too busy looting to notice us.
But where do you want to go?
We still have to decide. Probably Tomberg. Rovna's done for, and there's nothing else anywhere nearby.
What if the fuckers attack Townburg too, though? I reckon we should head for Sasau.
Sassau's a long haul, Fritz. But if there's no other option, we'll see.
Thank you. I'll go to my brother. Don't leave without us.
Theresa.
Samuel, you're alive. When I saw you lying there all still and... I thought...
Theresa, help me. Please. I'm hurt. It hurts something awful.
Where does it hurt?
Everywhere. It's bad. Theresa.
Sammy, what is it?
Theresa. I don't want to die.
Oh, Sammy, you're not going to die. I won't let you die. I'm here with you. Show me that wound.
Yeah. It's bad, isn't it?
It's not as bad as it looks, Sammy. You'll be all right. Your guardian angel was watching over you.
You lost a lot of blood, but the bleeding stopped. You'll be all right.
If you say so, sister.
How did it happen?
Those heathens cut us off in the shaft. Before we knew what was going on, they were already inside. It was awful. We couldn't see a thing, and we had to get past them. And one of them got me. I didn't even see him coming. It was so dark, shouting and screaming.
There now, Sammy. It's all right now. You got away from them.
Yeah, those bastards were more interested in the silver. What about Pa and Stebo? Where are they?
They hid. We split up. But I saw them running to safety. Nothing can hurt them now.
Maybe they'll have better luck than me.
Listen, Samuel. We've got to get out of here. It'll be getting dark outside, and we won't get a better chance.
I don't know if I can. But you're right. If the bleeding has stopped, let's go. But we've got to find Stibor and Pa. When did you see him last? Maybe they're hurt.
There's no time for that now. I'll tell you everything as soon as we get out of here. Come on. The others are waiting by the entrance to the mine. Come on. I'll help you.
Which way do you want to go?
We'll try going past Rovna. It seems there's not so many of them that way. But Theresa, what about Samuel?
Samuel? He'll come with us, of course.
Theresa, he can hardly stand on his feet. He's lost a lot of blood.
What are you saying?
He's a tough one, I can't deny. But we'll have to be quick on our feet, and Samuel would hold us back.
Matthew, surely you don't expect me to leave him here?
It's your decision, Theresa. I'm just telling you how things are. And I'm afraid, even if he did go with us, he'd never survive the journey. I'm sorry.
Then you go, and I'll stay here. Send help as soon as you get to Tarnberg.
Are you sure, Theresa? You ought to go with us.
I can't leave Sammy here, Matthew. He's all I have left. I'll nurse him, and we'll wait till morning. You get to safety and tell them what happened here. Sir Divish of Tarnberg is a good friend of Sir Radzig's. He'll do what he can to help.
It seems there's no changing your mind. There are torches in the mine, and you should still be able to find some water for bathing Sammy's wounds. You should change his bandages too.
Thanks, Matthew.
Theresa,
May the Lord watch over you. Matthew.
I'll send some help back from Tarnberg. Stay out of sight.
These bandages are soaked through with blood. I'll have to change them. And I should get something to heal the wounds. Some marigold, at least, so the wounds don't get infected. And water for cleaning. Matthew said there should be some in the mine somewhere. I still don't have marigold. That's essential. I can't see a thing in this darkness. I could tell Tinker to seek. That would be faster.
Let's see what you can sniff out here. Seek. Let's see what you can sniff out here. Let's see what you see.
azok? Itt épp egy malacka tévedt a disznóölésre.
Mit keresel itt? Véletlenül kibújtál anyád szoknyája alól? Nem lehet vissza. Ki van? Innen kellett oda repülnie. Hát hol az a személy? Bazd meg, elég! Legyőztél, hagyd már!
Get him! Sammy. Sammy, wake up. Sammy. Sammy, wake up. Wake up.
No. Samuel, none of that. You wake up right now. No. No. Please, Sammy, no. No. No, you can't. You can't do this to me. Sammy, please. No. No. No.
All this death. Tinker, what are we going to do? Do you think anyone survived in the village? Maybe at the castle?
Ow!
Tinker, heal! What is it? Did you find something, boy? Holber? What happened? Why are you shouting here? You'll bring those heathens.
I have to get out of here and find the others and warn them.
How did you survive the attack?
I hid at the top of the hill and stayed there until it got dark and the screaming stopped. The whole of Skeleton was in flames.
I know. I saw it too.
I wanted to go to Talmberg to warn them, but when I was climbing down in the dark, I lost my footing and went rolling down like a sack of charcoal. I'm black and blue all over.
You're injured. Can I do anything to help?
Something's wrong with my leg. I twisted it when I fell, and I managed to limp here to this path. But now I'm all done in.
Let me have a look at that leg. Maybe I can manage to set it.
All right. But please, be careful.
It's pretty swollen. I can bandage it up. That's about all. I don't know what else can be done. Here's a few bandages for you. They'll help support the leg.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage to get up now. But would you help me as far as the road? The going will be easier there.
I'll help you. Lean on me.
I'll manage it from here. But which way should I go?
Go to Talmberg, like the others, and tell them what happened here and to send help.
All right. I won't forget your kindness. But what are you going to do now?
I'll go to the castle to see if anyone survived there.
If you're not afraid to go there, you could look around the small holdings near Skellets or the mine works. People took cover wherever they could when the raid started. May God watch over you, Theresa.
Pa, if you can see me now, I'm sorry. So sorry. Give my love to Ma. Stibor, you stood up to them. You were always the brave one. I'll come back and bury you in hallowed ground, like you deserve. This is our house. What's left of it. I can't believe it. Such devastation. Why?
Sick.
Nem látok, megjött a mulatság. Ja!
Yarmila, what are you doing here? How come you didn't flee like the others?
I can't. There's one of those bastards creeping around out there.
What? Where did you see him? The army has pulled out and moved on.
He must be a deserter. He keeps looking around here for what he can steal. And he looked like he was pretty drunk. You must help me. You've got to get rid of him. Otherwise, I'll die here.
You've nothing to fear. I dealt with that deserter.
Oh, thank God. I thought I'd never get away from here alive. Thanks, Theresa. If you hadn't turned up, I'd be done for sure.
That's all right. Go to Tom.
it's me, Manos! Pavlena! Pavlena!
Are you mad, shouting like that?
Well, I have to find Pavlena. She got lost when we were running in the night.
It's still not safe here. Shouting like that is asking for trouble.
But I have to find her. I can't leave without her. Will you help me?
What was Pavlina wearing?
The same as always. A blue dress, and she had a scarf on her head.
Where did you see her last?
In the woods here. We were hiding from those demons. I didn't think they'd come here, but when it was getting dark, they found us. They came upon us from behind. I think we surprised them as much as they did us. We started to run, and it was horrible. One arrow missed me by a hair. I thought I was done for. I ran, and then I found myself alone. I lost those bastards, but Pavlena too. I have to find her.
You should keep your voice down. There could still be cutthroats within earshot.
But I've got to find Pavlena. I've got to help her. Pavlena! Don't be afraid, it's me, Manos!
To me.
Pavlena! Where are you?
This must be that Pavlina that Maros was looking for. Dead.
Pavlena! Where are
I should go and tell him.
Pavlena!
About Pavlina. What was Pavlina wearing?
The same as always. A blue dress, and she had a scarf on her head. Really? Where?
She went on ahead. I sent her to Tomberg. She said she'd wait for you there.
She did? But you let her go on her own. God almighty, I have to catch up with her. We'll go to Talmberg and warn them. You should do the same.
I'll have a look around the village first and see if anyone else survived. God be with you.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Where is it? Cutter! Cutter!
Julian? Is it you? Don't be afraid. It's me, Theresa. Are you all right?
Everywhere. They're everywhere. Where is it? Where is it?
Where's what? I don't understand you.
Cutter! Woodcutter! They're everywhere! I need it!
Oh my God. Listen, if you stay here, they might come back and kill you. You wouldn't want that, would you?
No! Cutter! Where is it?
This is going nowhere. Listen to me and listen well. A short while ago they killed my little brother, and before that, Pa and Stibor. I'm not going to let anyone else get killed if I can help it. So for Christ's sake, pull yourself together and get out of here, before I slap some sense into you.
I can't. They're everywhere. I can't go without it.
You asked for it, Julian. This is hopeless. How am I going to get through to you?
Everywhere. 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 No. No, no.
Julian, pull yourself together. Here's your axe. That's what you were looking for, right? Now you'll be safe.
Cutter. Yes. My cutter.
Good, Julian. And now, get to Tomberg. The others are already on the way there. Run like the devil and don't look back.
Tomberg. Yes.
Fuck it. I won't budge.
Master Potter? What in the name of God are you doing here?
I'm trying to get into my goddamn house.
What for? You ought to flee like everyone else.
I've got coin hidden there. I'm not going to just walk off and leave it. Listen, maybe you could help me. I've heard you mill people know how to deal with these kind of things.
What are you implying? That I'm a thief?
Come now, don't play the innocent. We all know your father is no saint. You must have learned some secrets of the trade from him, no?
My father is dead.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, lass. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Why can't you unlock the door? Don't you have the key?
Of course I do. That is, I did, but I lost it. I was bringing firewood from the woods. Just as I got to the footbridge, I saw that huge army. I dropped everything and ran home as fast as I could. I must have dropped that blasted key on the way.
How did you manage to survive?
I hid out on top of the haystack until morning. Those heathens were sniffing around, but something disturbed them and they ran to the village.
It's still not safe here. Coin is no use to a dead man. You ought to flee to Tomberg while you can.
And leave my life savings to pillagers and footpads? Not a chance.
Where do you think you might have dropped the key?
I'm not sure. It must have been somewhere along the path from the woods. After I passed the footbridge, I was carrying firewood when the raid started. I dropped everything and ran. The key must have fallen on the way.
All right. I'll try and get that coin for you, but I can't promise anything. Where is it hidden?
This damn door is as solid as a rock. All right. Once you get inside, go to the pantry on the left. There's a sack of apples in there, and the purse is hidden right at the bottom of it. Get it and bring it to me. Meanwhile, I'll keep watch here. Fuck it. I won't budge.
I'm back. Where do you think you might...
I'm not sure. It must... I was carrying firewood when the raid started.
I have to... My, there really is a purse full of groschen here. And a pretty heavy one, too.
Give me your money and those boots.
But I don't have any money on me.
We'll see about that. Show me everything you have.
I swear I don't have anything.
What in God's name is going on here? What kind of man are you to rob poor souls who have already lost everything to those devils?
Shut up and keep your high and mighty preaching to yourself. Hand over the coin or I'll cut you down, both of you.
I'm telling you, I've already been robbed of everything. Tell him, Theresa. We've nothing left but our lives.
You won't even have that much if I find out you're lying to me.
There's two of us and only one of you, fella. Best turn around and be on your way.
I'm quaking in my boots. Poor little me against a strip of a girl and a mangy old granddad.
To me! Oh dear.
Yeah.
That dog isn't listening to me again.
Yo. What's the matter?
Tinker!
You call that combat? Gone weak at the knee. No!
Tinker, Tinker, you just won't be told, will you?
Dear God.
Tinker, no. Come here.
Fuck off! Go on, go on, go on, go! Fuck's sake!
Gosh, I'm gonna be found this fucking place.
Henry? Right, you whoreson. I've had just about enough of you.
Hey, go fuckers!
That's, I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. You've been through it yourself. I know you understand.
There's something else I'd like to ask. Remember how we were sword fighting together? The next morning, Ma scolded me on account of that scratch on my hand.
Oh, dear. Sorry about that.
That's all water under the bridge now. I never told her it was you who did it. I just wish you could have covered my back too. She was angry that I was at sword training instead of working in the forge, and she said you told her.
Your pa and Stibor were really stealing from the royal mines?
Jesus. I don't think even Fritz and Matthew would take that kind of chance. And there's not much that pair won't do for an easy groschen.
Yeah. In a way, I can understand that Pa did it for us, but it was really irresponsible. You won't tell anyone, will you?
I won't, I promise. So what happened to the silver?
Pa handed it over, as always, to that slimy fellow, and he took it away. What happened to it then, I don't know.
Your pa really wanted to marry you off to Master Tobias?
Yes. Can you believe it?
And have you spoken to Master Fayfar since the raid?
I haven't. Either he's lost interest, or he's forgotten about me. Not that I'm complaining. Uncle Peshek would be happy to marry me off too, especially if there was something in it for him. I'm glad that's in the past.
Aye, I don't blame you. So Johanka and Matthias finally got together. Well, if it hadn't been for everything that happened afterwards, who knows? They could be headed for the altar. But that little intrigue with the dice, I never thought you'd stoop to stealing.
It was all in a good cause. Johanka would never have plucked up the courage to talk to him otherwise. And in the end, her harebrained scheme actually worked. Who knows? Maybe the two of them will get together again.
Bianca told me something about your little expedition to the woods. You really ran into a wolf. I thought Bianca must have been imagining things.
Not exactly. It was actually a wild dog, but Pa used to say those are even worse than wolves.
It's a good thing you were there with Bianca. Going back to help the survivors, that was very brave of you. When I went back to Skalitz, I met no one but footpads and cutthroats. If you hadn't come along, I doubt I'd be here to tell the tale.
You know what our parish priest always used to say? Without Christian charity, we'd all soon be dead. I couldn't just leave you all to your fate, could I? Any good Christian would have done the same.
Well, I'm not so sure. Not everyone has your courage. Did you go back to Skalitz again? To bury your pa and your brothers?
Yes, along with some more of our neighbours. We had an escort from the retired garrison, with Sir Hanish's kind permission.
Where are they buried?
Sammy's buried near the mines. He didn't like the mines. But his grave is on the hill, where I used to meet him for lunch. He loved it there. I know it's not consecrated ground. But what could I do?
God will understand. I buried Ma and Pa under the linden tree by our house. It's what they would have wanted.
Yes. Father and Stebo are buried in the churchyard in Rovna.
Once things settle, we'll be able to go back and pay our respects. And get the priest to bless their graves. I have no more questions. Thank you for telling me about everything, Theresa. I know it isn't easy to talk about.
It helped to talk to someone who knows what it's like. Thank you. I'm glad you came out of it in one piece.
Yeah, so am I. And I'm glad you did too.
By the way, Henry, I have something for you. The soldiers gave it to me when we brought you from Skalitz. I meant to give it to you earlier, but, you know, it belonged to one of the Skalitz garrison. They wanted me to have it for being brave, but I hope I'll never have use for such a thing.
Oh? How come? What is it?
It's a shield with the Skalitz crest. I'd like you to have it, to protect you, and as a keepsake from home.
Sure. Thanks, Theresa. Thanks for everything.